In the Western world, people consume a lot, and much of what they buy is thrown away. Packaging, newspapers, food. A large part of what we buy is thrown in the bin in less than a month. If we in Portugal put all of this rubbish together on the top of a soccer field, at the end of the year, what we waste would reach the height of a 200-story building. Fortunately, the time when everything was all lumped together is long gone. Nowadays, people are more environmentally aware, and there's technology for sorting, recycling, and getting the maximum value from our rubbish and our packaging. This world is where Valorsul comes in. Day after day, this company fulfills its 6 missions, aimed at transforming waste into valuable goods for society. In the entire Valorsul area, there are thousands of bins and eco-bins, as well as 8 eco-centers. Fleets of municipal trucks, alongside those of Valorsul, travel thousands of kilometers every day, transporting what people throw out. In the more distant regions, there are plants for transferring and compacting waste into larger containers. At the end of the day, after all of the trucks have collected the waste, the first mission has been fulfilled. Everything we separate for recycling is taken to sorting centers. Here, contaminants are removed and materials are separated so they can be accepted by the recycling industries. The materials are then sent to paper, urban furniture, textile, pipe, metal and glass bottle factories, as well as used in many other applications. All told, thousands of eco-bins were collected by municipalities and by Valorsul. In the sorting centers, the rubbish was separated and compacted. When these bales are delivered to the recycling industries, our second mission is completed. Food waste, separated in restaurants, canteens, and markets, is sent to the biodegradable waste recovery plant. Here, the waste decomposes and becomes agricultural compost. During the digestion process, organic material releases methane gas. Electricity can be generated by recovering this biogas. In short, establishments separate the biodegradable waste, which was then taken to the plant. It produces compost for the land and energy for the electricity grid. Our third mission is complete. All of the rubbish that we do not separate goes to the municipal solid waste processing plant. 1% of all thermal energy produced in Portugal comes from this plant. Every day, 2,000 tons of waste are taken into 3 furnaces where they are burnt at extremely high temperatures. Through burning, part of the rubbish is transformed into gases such as carbon dioxide and steam. Another part, around 20% of the initial weight, are bottom ashes, the ashes remaining at the bottom of the furnaces. The heat generated here heats the boiler water, turning it into steam. The pressure moves the turbine paddles and generates electricity. The plant also has an advanced system that treats the gases before they are released to the atmosphere. All of this work is monitored by independent institutes who assure the safety of the facilities. To sum up, at this energy recovery plant, the rubbish was transformed into electrical energy, energy equivalent to 510,000 barrels of oil. Metal for recycling, as well as inert material for construction, are removed from the bottom ashes, fulfilling our fourth mission. When there is no alternative, the waste is deposited in landfills, in impermeable cells. Then, it is compacted and covered with earth or bottom ashes. The bottom ashes from incineration are sent to a facility where the metal is removed for recycling. The rest can be used as aggregate for road construction. Underground, the organic material will continue to decompose for over 30 years. During this time, the waste releases a liquid, the leachate. As the cells are impermeable, this liquid will not infiltrate the soil. It is channeled and treated in a wastewater treatment plant. The organic matter also releases a gas, biogas. This is channeled and burnt. The burning also generates electricity. In the future, these landfills will be public parks, as is already the case with some dumps and landfills sealed by Valorsul. So, at the landfill, the waste was deposited, compacted, and covered. The leachate is treated, and the biogas is transformed into electricity. Mission number 5 is achieved. In order to fulfill its other missions, Valorsul needs to recruit and train new environmental agents. Valorsul treats each type of waste in the best possible way, but it is people who decide to reduce, reuse, and recycle, or to simply throw away. Therefore, we invest in teaching and making students, families, and companies aware of environmental causes. And for every citizen made more aware by these actions, Valorsul sees its 6th mission accomplished. So now you know, the story of your rubbish doesn't end in the bin. It has a new beginning at Valorsul. And that's why we're counting on you. By generating less waste, you're preserving your world. By choosing the right rubbish container, you're saving your planet's resources. You can start helping today. For example, buying less unnecessary packaging, avoiding superfluous consumption and waste, choosing rechargeable and reusable products instead of disposable ones, choosing to drink tap water over bottled water. By doing this, you will be putting the 3 R's into practice: reduce, reuse, and recycle.